Okay, that went surprisingly well. But now it's going to be Nummel, right? Trico, just preferably not like Swagger. I've forgotten what Wish even does. Pokemon Wish, what do? Is it heal? Right, so to clarify, it appears that Audino's just annoying. I've always been a fan of games with challenging difficulty, and whilst I've never been particularly good at Pokemon, it's always been one of my favourite games. It was one of the first games that I really got into, at least in the handheld side of things. So I've sort of always wanted to explore it a little bit more. Now, I have technically completed Nuzlocke before. Okay, I've actually cleared Blue twice, but never with hardcore rule sets. I have, however, been watching a lot of content on them recently, particularly ROM hacks like Emerald Kaizo, Crystal Kaizo, and Pokemon Run Bun, and it's really made me want to sort of get involved a bit more than I previously have. There's something about watching people take on these like hardest challenges in Pokemon that I just find to be so exhilarating and engaging. And you know, it's kind of nice to think that maybe one day I could give it a go too. I can't be the only one either, right? Like, it feels like Nuzlocking has gotten much larger in recent years, to the point where it's developed into almost a sort of mainstream Pokemon sub-community of its own, especially with recent events like, I'm thinking of like Point Crow and Peachow's Pokemon Invitational. It just feels like the scene is growing and there's more people getting involved, and to be honest, it was quite a while ago that I played my first Nuzlocke, so I thought, hey, why not give it a go and try to join in on that fun? I was, and still am, pretty sure that any attempt at hardcore Nuzlocking is going to be a bit of an uphill battle. Maybe falling upwards would be the better way to describe it. So choosing to commit that to camera and post it on the internet is probably not the best idea. It's certainly a choice. But like I said, I like challenging runs, and you know, ultimately that's part of challenging myself, is maybe it being a little bit embarrassing, maybe not doing so well, but kind of growing from it and developing and getting there in the end. And beyond that, I do just want to play more of the games. I've not played many of these fan-made versions like Emerald Kaiser that I mentioned before. So I suppose for me it's also a bit of a two birds situation. Now, my first hurdle, of course, was actually picking a game to start. And if you've read the title, you should be aware that I settled on Radical Red. For those of you who don't know, it's essentially a version of Fire Red with all these extra features. So this is things like changed Pokemon that are available to be caught. They've changed the teams of opposing trainers. There's new fights, new rivals. They've even included the Johto gym leaders. There's quite a lot different. And there's even a few ways of playing it. There's a default mode, I believe there's an easier mode, and there's a hardcore mode. And so naturally, that's the one we're starting with. Playing Radical Red hardcore specifically as a hardcore Nuzlocke has proven to be quite difficult. The basic rules of a Nuzlocke say that you can only catch the first Pokemon that you encounter in sort of any given area, any given route. These Pokemon, they need to be nicknamed, and if they faint, then you can no longer use them in the run. In a game like Radical Red, this actually isn't as oppressive as you might expect, and that's because the encounter pools in this version of the game are generally much better than the encounter pools of the normal game, and that's not only because of the range, but also just the quality of the mons. I take my very first encounter, for example. It was a Galarian Meowth. So this is a steel type with a great ability in Tough Claws, and access to the move immediately Fake Out, which basically gives it a free damage dealing turn. And in the base game, that probably would have been a Rattata. So it's a bit of a step up, really. It's not a useless Pokemon, Rattata. Don't know if it has shooters, but look, it's just not something that's eventually going to evolve into something like Berserker. So with great Pokemon availability like that, how is it difficult? Well, hardcore Nuzlocke rules, for one thing, employ a few rules that sort of limit players to make the challenge a bit more difficult. One is that you can't use trainer items in battle, which means the player has to be much more careful regarding sort of what they expose their monster to. You lose a huge chunk of health, then there's a good chance that thing's going to faint, then that's one less Pokemon to use. The second is using set mode rather than switch. Switch mode is the default, and it allows you to switch a Pokemon when you defeat one. So say you're fighting a fire type and you use a water type, you beat that, great. They're bringing in an electric type. You might want to swap to something that resists electric. Can't do that in set mode. It costs a turn to change Pokemon, so obviously that's much more dangerous as well. And then finally, there's something that Radical Red actually employs itself, which is level caps. Basically, you can't level your Pokemon above the highest level Mon of the next gym leader, whichever one you're going to face next. So for Radical Red, the first gym leader is Brock. His highest level Mon is, I believe, 15 in default and 16 in Hardcore. So you wouldn't be able to, with Hardcore, you wouldn't be able to level beyond level 16 until after you've beaten Brock. And as is the case with, from what I can tell at least, most games made by fans of the series, team composition of opposing traders is tuned to a much greater degree in something like Radical Red, and it just pushes the challenge further altogether. This is the case with both modes, default and hardcore, but especially so in hardcore. For example, one of the first trainers that you encounter is Las Anne, a mini-boss in Viridian Forest, and has 3 Pokemon, a Stuffle, a Clefairy, and an Audino. The Stuffle isn't too much to write home about. It's got solid attack, and it has a couple of mean moves. It's got low kick and aerial ace, which is decent, but you know, the real core of the team is the sort of Clefairy and Audino combo. Clefairy carries a Light Orb. That's an item that boosts a Pokemon's moves, but means that whenever it, you know, uses an offensive move, it takes recoil damage. But this is offset by Clefairy's ability Magic Guard, which kind of eliminates the recoil from the equation. A very basic strategy, but it's certainly above anything you've seen in a base Pokemon game. So this thing can be a frightening opponent as well, because its only move is Metronome. So if you roll a bad move on a Life Orb Clefairy, it's going to hit pretty hard. That might be something down. So that level of unpredictability can be really scary. And its final Pokemon, Audino, is this sort of like bulky wall staller that keeps its HP up through moves like Protect and Wish, stalls you out with Yawn, and then can even cause indirect damage through Confusion and still soaks up some turns that way. Now, teams like this, they force the player to think about the game plan in levels that, again, most of the base games just don't require. And that's why games like Radical Red come with, like, very in-depth documentation. So you can see, for example, the trainer that you're fighting against, the abilities, the stats. So that's where I get this information from. And that helps you sort of plan your path through a battle. And equally, if you do have to adapt on the fly, that's really helpful for that. I would not want to attempt something like this blind. Let's just put it that way. So for science, and maybe for a little bit of a laugh, here's a montage of how my first attempt at that battle went. Right, so here's Stuffle. Stuffle makes me nervous. We're just gonna try and wham. Yeah, sorry, BD, I think you're going down here. Crit. There was no living through that. Fake out. That was awful. Okay. That was horrifying. No, not your speed. Stuffle, you're upsetting me. Oh, good, okay. I mean, the special attack boost that John has, I think, is pretty wham right now. Come on, Sully. Yes! I mean, that was so mediocre, but still. Dude, snap out of it. Doesn't even matter. Sully's on this. Ooh. Dude. Stop wishing! Hey, that's cheating. Now I'm gonna hit myself, yeah. Oh no. Okay. Ooh, I like that. You like to see that. Okay. So close. Doom Desire. What the heck? What is that? What is... Wait. Wait. That sounds really scary. 2 turns later? So do we have to just, like, end this as soon as possible? And maybe sack somebody on the next turn? That was an awful metronome, right? To clarify. I think we just gotta ride on Ariados and hope that it can tank. Oh, that was the wrong one. That was the wrong Pokemon. I thought I was on... That might have been stupid. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, I was worried for nothing. Thank God. Oh my... That was awful. I guess there's not really any PP stalling this thing. It's just gonna keep protecting as well. Please get poisoned. Please get poisoned. Oh! Yes! Stop using Wish. I hate this thing. Alright, Gwen, I need you to wake up right now. God damn it. Stop using Swagger. Oh my god. At some point we're gonna get there, I promise. I just don't know when that is. Right. We need to wake up and beat the confusion. Never mind, we didn't wake up anyway. Wish, bro. Poison. Ah, it's free of infestation. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Okay. Big chunk, please. That wasn't a big chunk, but infestation is good. We like infestation. If I switch here, there's a good chance that we get yawned and that Sully can do some damage before, right? And hopefully coupled with infestation and poison sting. Yeah. Wish comes true, which isn't great. But if... Oh, was it free from infestation? If I rock to, that should be a chunk, right? I mean, it should use Wish Sting. That was a crit. Come on, just a bit of poison range. Now... Oh! No! I swear to God, this thing. There's the Wish. It's gonna protect again. I kind of need the protect to just, like, fail. We're gonna keep going in this circle until it fails as protect. Or I crit. This has been a long ass time, by the way. There's the crit. There's a wish. Please die. Oh, finally. Oh my god, that took so long. Why? As you can probably tell, I'm a little bit out of my depth here. Another enjoyable addition to Radical Red was the inclusion of more areas to encounter. Pallet Town, Viridian City, Pewter City, they all feature an encounter that they don't in normal Fire Red. Route 21 and Diglett's Tunnel are 2 examples of additional areas that the player has sort of early access to, and this helps ease you through the early game, and again it gives you more options, which in a Nuzlocke is a great thing as far as I can tell. But before even Lassan, I think the first real challenge for me came before that, and that was in the form of one of these additional rivals. The one that I mentioned earlier, Brendan, as in Gen 3's Brendan, with a pure power muscle band Meditite and an unburdened power up punch Trico. Honestly, he kind of frightened me. I'm probably going to lose at the very first battle, to be honest. I'm not feeling confident. I might be too afraid, but I don't think I am. Okay. Just because I think he's going to try and fake out first turn. I think this into Mega Drain. Yeah. Ooh, I didn't like that. Okay, that went surprisingly well. But now it's going to be Nummel, right? Trico? Why? Okay, I'm not feeling great about his berry. Are you trying to set up? What the hell? Just kill him as quick as possible, I think, is the... Ooh! Okay. That was good. That was really good. Now Nummel. Which means probably Flame Charge, right? So I'm... Yeah. I think John's the call. I don't remember why I called him John. Yeah. So speed's getting boosted, which isn't great, but... Actually don't like you, my guy. Please don't just, like, murk me with this. Okay, that's fine. I'm slow anyway. Well, I want some chip. I mean, I knew it was 4-time weak, but... So I'm not actually sure if Corfish can do much here. I don't like knockoff though, I don't want to lose the item. If opponent uses knockoff, do I lose the item after battle? He won't Aqua Jet. He won't Rock Tomb. He might Aerial Ace. But I don't think I have anything that likes an Aerial Ace anyway. Maybe Kit Kat? I think, yeah, let's do it. And then I can fake out. He might knock off, I'm not sure. Yeah. Oh, I didn't love that. Now I can fake out. Wasn't as much as you'd like to see. If it were me, I would Aerial Ace, but then I don't have a nice... Maybe? That's okay, right? Yeah. Don't really have... If I use Ice Ball, do I get locked into it? Like roll out? Try Furry Cutter. I'm just in a bit of a tough one. I don't really have anything to do with this. You can tank an Aqua Jet. Ah, yeah, that did nothing. Stop knocking off all my stuff. He's gonna Aerial Ace me and Gwen's gonna die, but... Or Rock Tomb. Yeah, that too. You lived? How did you live? By minus speed. I think Shelly's fine here. Like, a Rock Tomb or an Aerial Ace? Oh, ooh. Ooh. Okay, didn't love that. Aquajet being priority, but... So, in theory, yeah, he will Aquajet. In theory, unless he does knockoff again. Do we go... Yes! Oh, okay. This is the first fight, and that made me so nervous. But altogether, the battle went pretty well. Now, I don't want to say that this gave me false hope. I don't think it did, but it certainly gave me confidence that, hey, maybe I can do this. At the very least, I can learn and I'm not brainless. I didn't think I'd be able to clear even this team really going in. So I was pretty happy to have done that. Now, if you're an experienced player, you're probably like, dude, whatever, sure. It's not that tough of a team. But for someone who's only ever really played casually and who frankly still barely understands competitive play, this was pretty encouraging. I cleared the first hurdle, and as you saw with Lassan, I cleared the second one too. But my next foe was indeed someone to worry about, and that was Faulkner, the first gym leader of Johto. This man is frightening, and yes, in Gens 2 and 4, he's a bit of a pushover. But in Radical Red, this man, he didn't come to play, and he earned that nice design that he's got. I really like Faulkner's design. So yeah, I struggled, as you can probably see right now, from the footage of me struggling. I'm not looking for a battle, unfortunately. That's just what I've been given. 5 Pokemon is scary as hell. I think he just plucks me here. Smackdown should do extra to like all of his mons, no? But does it do extra damage, or am I making that up? Because it brings them to the ground, right? But do you know what? Let's pull up the calculator just to see what does more damage. So Rock Blast, I think, is better, it looks like. And hope we roll high. Flame Charge? To buff speed, I guess? Hey, if we don't get plucked, I see that as a win. Come on. Hit a third time. Hit a third time. Damn it. Well, Bullet Seed shouldn't do much of anything. It probably wants to put me in range of something else. Dude, stop hitting. Oh my god. At least trigger the berry, yeah? No? Okay. Well, that was really unfortunate, frankly, but... Okay. Ball. You can live this. Oh, I should have changed your nature. I forgot about that. Just for the attack boost. Intimidates. Fire. Ah. Live this. Easy. Easy all day. Okay. Wing attack. Please just murk this thing. Ugh. But your defense is down, so you'll die to another hit, probably. Please, 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 please. Oh, thank God. Okay. I need to give this thing plus attack, because if it's... that might have just made the difference. I think it's okay. I think we just big wig our way through here. Oh, air slash. What the hell? Not expected. I so thought that was going to be a Volt Switch. Well, we're going to Rock Blast you anyway. Roll high. Roll high. 4 or 5. Not 2. Oh, well. 5. 5 would be great. Jesus, that was a lot of HP. Hidden Power Ground. So I expect it will Hidden Power Ground. Again, I think we just go for extra damage and maybe a sack here. Because Big Wig's faster, so if he rolls high, he lives. Come on. Oh, that's tragic. That's actually so tragic. Okay, well, there's not much that we can do about that. If he rolled a little bit higher, he would have been fine. Look at that. I'm expecting Yanma. Okay. So this is an aerial ace. Come on, Silver, eat this. Eat this up. Eat this up. Nice. I don't love that. Yikes. It's okay, it was a possibility. Now we send in Shelly and rock blast this guy out of the sky. No way. Ooh! He's faster. I should have known that. He's quite high speed. Reversal, I guess, just goes second, huh? Now this is scary because Yanma's really fast, but also doesn't have much that it can do. I don't think. I think we just go for the Rock Blast. And pray we live. Come on, come on. Oh no! Oh, that's really bad. It got the boost as well. Ooh, this thing's disgusting. Oh, it's gonna outspeed me now, isn't it? On whatever I do. Attack down is good, but ooh. I think we just gotta go for the... Yeah, I saw that come in. Ah, ice. If Bigwig had just made that extra Rock Blast. I will put a ball now and just pray. This is not going to be an ancient power. I think it'll be Air Cutter. I'm not feeling positive about it. Oh. Come on, just fuck him up. Fuck him up. Speed boost is disgusting. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I should have quick attacked. I was too eager. Oh, I think that might have just lost it. I meant a quick attack. Right. Come on, live this. Live this. Oh, but the drain. Okay, well, we made it through, but hardly unscathed. That might not matter now, because Brock is next, and ooh, that was a lot of deaths. Well, okay, well, we'll probably wipe to Brock now, which is a shame. But I will cope because it's early in the game, and I honestly wasn't expecting to get this far in the first go anyway. Let's just roll. Permanent Sandstorm is going to mess me up. Bubble it is. Oh, really? Storm Drain. Which means this is a Mega Drain. I don't have any good answer for this. Really. I mean, I have... Oh, I guess... Kit Kat would be okay. Because the rock typing's gonna mess me up. So yeah, let's... I expect HP Rock here. Yeah. Oh, that was disturbing. I can thief its berry away so that it can't use it though, right? That's kind of what I'm hoping for here. Or not. Okay, so I just can't take it at all, or... It's a shame because Kit Kat was such a good encounter, especially for a first encounter. Why do you have recover? I'm just not going to be able to kill this thing, am I? To be fair, if I hit another one of them... Oh, he's taken so much damage, though, in this. Oh, man, this is a power-up punch coming. There's no... I have nothing for this Cacnea now that everybody died. Ooh. Yeah. I mean, there's a chance that Ariados does okay here. I think Infestation's probably the call. Because of the bug boost and... Oh, stop upping your attack. It's annoying as hell. Now let's try a Poison Sting. I mean, just on odds. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how much it's going to do until I try it, so I didn't want Thunder Punch to come out. Oh, that's a problem. Okay. Probably like Archon is what I would throw out. I don't know what I'm going to do against that Varoom. Ooh, Lunatone. Do I live a switch? We're gonna find out. Just don't if he Ancient Powers and gets the boost, like that stupid Yanmega or Yanma, felt like a Yanmega. I might Whirlpool just for the extra chip because I don't know how long John is gonna live. Case in point. Oh, don't die to Sandstorm. He's gonna die to Sandstorm, and we're not fast enough to outspeed. Man, I think he's got to go down. One down. I need a Metal Claw in here. Or Fake Out's pretty handy, actually. And then Metal Claw. I suppose I have Thief as well, but... Oh no, I forgot about Empower Ground. Yikes. It's so quick. Okay, I think this is one left. I think this is the end of this run. Ah, man. The poison typing's gonna get it. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, that's the end of run 1 then. Takeaways. Watch out for Yanmega for one thing. It was unfortunate that... who was it that Bigwig didn't hit the third, but that's, I mean, I think that's just luck of the draw sometimes. There were probably other things that I could have done to assure a better route there. With so many deaths, I wasn't feeling super optimistic, and I failed. I blacked out against Brock. The run was over. I only had 3 mons going in. That's a really bad position to be in. But the thing about challenge runs is that you learn, and in this case, I had. Even this early on, my brain was starting to work out what I needed to do and was recognizing my own limitations. So naturally, we went again. And this time, I was determined to get past Faulkner with a better result to be able to beat Brock off the back of that. Like I said earlier, a big part of this challenge has been built around me wanting to improve. So beating Brock, even if it is just the first gym leader, would be doing that. And I was still having a lot of fun. For example, this is me discovering that for some reason, the rival's first partner Pokemon has a false swipe as a move. What the heck? Why do you have... Oh, wait. What? What is it? Why does it have false swipe? I don't know why. I don't know if everybody else finds it that entertaining. but I found it really funny. And after making it out of the lab, I went about my catching, running into a few familiar faces. For some reason, like half the Pokemon that I caught in the first run reappeared in the second, so that was a bit weird, but hey, I got some decent ones in there, so I'm not complaining. I got past Brendan, be playing some of the highlights. Ooh. Meditite, please just get murked by like a razor leaf. Oh, please. Don't love that. Forgot that it has fake out. Oh, that wasn't as much as I would have liked. You're still... Eat your berry, bro. Crit. I mean, I can quick attack either way, I think, but... Okay. Numble, Trico. Come on, eat that. Uday. Rock Tomb here is scary. Is he... Okay, so he thinks he can keep... I say, let's just let him stack. I know he's going to eat the berry and get quicker, but I think we might be okay. Once, just to hope for a lucky poison. Ooh. Berries. Big Live. Let's go. Come on, live this. Come on. Ah! Rock Tomb was a choice here. Or maybe it wasn't. What the hell? But Fury Cutter and Infestation seal the deal, please? Yes. So we're expecting a Bulldoze or a Flame Charge. Joanna should eat this guy up regardless. Oh, for... Now, realistically, it wants to knock off the... It wants to knock off the Deep Sea Tooth. And then a Mega Drain. Yeah, so that one come in. Yes! Oh my god! I was... Oh. Okay. Expecting another Flame Charge, which isn't great because of the whole speed boost, but I think Joanna can take this now. Bubble should take it. Okay, all day. You've got this, Joanna. Let's go. I'll just weaken it, yeah. I forgot about that. I forgot about the held item. Even so. Oh, Deep Sea Tooth, baby. And again, I kind of raged against Lassan and made it through. Please consider it for your viewing. Ignore my lack of skill, please. Alright, so we do have to be a little bit careful of Aerial Ace, but I think we're okay with the Dragon Kiss. Ooh, Okay, that's, yeah. Berry plus Drain Kiss should heal us up, right? It's enough, but he's surprisingly bulky. Okay, great. Not the Ordinary. What with the crit, that wasn't that much. Don't like this thing. I really don't like this thing. Oh, here we go again. I don't... Come on, Joanna. Come on, Joanna. Let's go. Alright, it hasn't wished. So if we can just hit anything, I need you to snap out of or hit. Yes! Yes! That was so much quicker than last time. Oh my god. Right, I don't love Stuffle, but I think... What are Clampel's defensive stats like? I mean, pretty hefty defense. Let's try, right? Oh, I forgot about confusion. Okay, that's fine. Joanna's the GOAT, apparently. Yeah, Oranberry, but... Oh, and the Wish. I forgot about the Wish. Well, some extra chip, regardless. It better be a low sweep, otherwise... Yeah. Cool. And then it'll go... Aerial Ace. Followed by a low sweep, right? Yeah. That was quite a lot of damage. I think she lives. Yes. Okay. That's good. But we have no poison or steel moves, so... And this thing has a metronome. I don't feel great about it. Okay, I'm okay if... Ooh, please don't crit. Oh, didn't like that. Come on, hit a confusion. Please. Oh. Red berry proc, that's good. What even is this? Why are there so many? I like that though. I don't like the pace that this thing has. Hell yeah. Okay, so I think we just gotta rock with it. Okay. Ice Beam now. If I live, I mean, if I live one more, it's not like it's got any fairies anyway. His tongue. Her tongue. Yeah, let's just headbutt should see it out. Okay, nice. I'm so glad that didn't take a year like it did last time. Because that was a long fight. So before long, I'm back at Faulkner. I spent a lot of time mulling over what to do. I've got the footage of it. I'm not gonna make you sit through it. But that isn't too surprising, especially in the late game. I've watched streamers spend hours agonizing over calculations to find the best route, like literal hours trying to work out what the best thing would do. Not on Radical Red, mind you. I've not actually watched somebody play this before. I was going in relatively blind. But I'm pre-Gen 1, and I'm bad with numbers, so I just jumped right in and trusted my gut on it. I'm nervous. Are you nervous? I'm nervous. Alright, Shelly the second, please, for the love of God. Roll high. Please. I don't want this thing getting wicked fast. Tank it, yeah. Now 5 times. 1. Or 3. Just not. God damn it. Oh. Please don't hit me a ton of times. Just 2's fine. 2's fine. Stop there. I just want everybody to take in how frequently this seems to happen to me. At least it was in the berry range. That was awful. Like, if he just hit once more, or equally if Trumpy could hit once less. Come on, guard a second. I forgot about that again. Okay, you're fine. You've got this. You're not faster. Jesus. I like that though. I like that a lot. Is it gonna use reversal? Will it fail if... Oh, the goat. Ah, that did a lot. What the hell? Come on, Bandit. Clutch up, clutch up. I'm not enjoying what's going on right now. Well, it's good to know that I'm faster. No, oh! Bandit! That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my god. I don't think I'm gonna win this though at this rate. He's gonna pull out the freaking Yanma. I don't want to lose Bandit. We might have to. I don't think... Unfortunately, I don't think Guard the second is bringing much right now. So I think we've got to... Yeah. If you live... But it's intimidated, which is nice. Please don't die to an air slash. It's been intimidated. Hit it, and for the love of God, hit it more than twice. Please. Dude, I need you to lock in. Please. How many times am I only gonna hit twice? Okay, so I need Shelly I don't think Shelly's fast, unfortunately. But I need Shelly to, like, not die and hit some for real. Don't... Why? Okay. That thing's definitely faster than me. Ooh! Okay. I really don't want Shelly to die here, is the thing. But what is it gonna even click? Like, tank a volt switch, tank a volt, or a hidden power ground, just whatever it is. Oh, it's air slash. Okay, you're slow as hell. What is even gonna... So... But now it... Oh, it's definitely an air slash. Might have to trust in Bandit. Yeah. I'm hoping a Bandit headbutt is going to be quick enough. If not, we might be in trouble. Okay. Jesus. Legitimately, I don't know how many times I've 2-rolled on that, like, Rock Blast, and if I'd gone to 3, I'd kill, but just the luck not there. It's very frustrating, but also, like, what are you gonna do in that situation? Like, this time it was a much better result. I probably still swapped too much in fights, I think, but I cleared it, and I didn't lose as many. I was in a much better position, frankly, to face Brock. But like with Faulkner, I was sort of agonizing over the choices to make. In the end, I just decided, you know, get it over with and face him, and we'll see how it goes. Rock and roll, baby. Rock and roll. Just please one tap. I don't know. There's no way. Oh, that was a choice. Speed. Yeah. Okay, fair. I get it. But... There we go. Oh, now you crit. Oh, okay. I was kind of expecting something different. What are you even going to use? Pin missile? Probably. Yeah. Just don't you try and set up on me. It's fine. Shelly is chilling right now. You power up punch. Shelly's gonna Fury Cutter straight through you. Just watch. The next one, you're going down, bud. You're going down. I wish you weren't so fast. Bloody Sand Rush. Okay, there's a berry. Nice. Yeah. I would assume this is a bulldoze. Don't die on switch in. Don't get, like... I don't know what it's gonna do. Please live. Not by much, huh? Good stuff. The problem is, Joanna's too slow right now. And has 9 HP. And this thing exists. Oh, man. Okay, well, I thought I'd be faster. This thing's not that quick, right? It's a Lily. Alright, you've got this. You've so got this. Come on, Kit. I hate you. Crit, 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 crit. Come on, Kit. Crit. Hit a mean crit. Hit a super mean crit. Mess this guy up. That's not a crit. It has a berry. I know it's... I don't really see much chance. Much option other than to let it set up. Just so that you'll crit eventually. And by the time you do, it's probably going to be... There we go. Hidden Power Rock? Didn't like that. Berry's triggered though. Come on, Cat. Come on. Hit another big Razor Leaf here. I need big hits, buddy. Oh, one more. Please. He's gonna die to Sandstorm. But I need to, like... I need to hit it or it'll recover, right? So, please live. Please live. Like, I'm asking so nicely. I think this is our moment to, like, potentially sack and just see what the... Yeah, Toxic's expected, because obvious reasons. BD, I need you to put in some work on this thing. I don't know what to do with you. I just... Wow. Okay. Cool. Pops the air balloon. BD, you might have just... BD? Where have you been hiding this strength, my guy? You're gonna get chipped down really, really fast. But let's get some... Yeah, get your lick back. Why are you hitting him this hard? You were... I was expecting you to die here, BD, but you've proven me wrong immediately. Let's go. Let's go. BD the second. He's probably gonna die, but let's get a thief in anyway and do some chip to this thing. That was weird. Damn it, you're faster than me. Okay. Dude, this icy win. Gosh, I hate you. I hate ancient power. I hate it so much. This thing, it wants me to feel rage. I love this book. I was not expecting to enjoy Bandit, but Bandit's currently my favorite. And I made it through. It was a tough fight, but in the end, victory, which I love to see. But I did lose a couple of Pokemon again. In an individual fight, that isn't such an awful thing, especially given that it is a great way of regaining momentum, like sacrificing a Pokemon. In set mode, the only way to get a free switch really is if something dies, so I guess it isn't free, but you know what I mean, like, to come in fresh without switching in a turn, like either using a move like U-turn or flip turn, but don't have any of them this early on. So the only way to get a free switch was when one of my Pokemon faint. The issue though is that the deaths can stack, and sure enough, I only had 3 mons left. I had one encounter before the next trainer, but 4 mons isn't really ideal. You want 6 in this level of difficulty, or I want 6 in this level of difficulty. So I had to face last Sally with 4 mons, and well, that's where we lost the second run. But again, you know, I had strong takeaways, and I feel good knowing that I was saying these sort of things in the moment as well. I think I need to lose less mons. I don't want to lose anybody versus Brendan, and then if I can not lose to the Stuffle and to Brock, then we might be onto something. But right now, I didn't have enough tools by my own mistakes. I wouldn't say I was put off by this. Look, it's obviously a bit depressing when you're giving something a go and you're struggling to beat the first kind of major challenge. I'm not going to say it isn't. But here's the thing, it's a tough ROM hack. It's not supposed to be easy. In fact, it's entirely designed to be difficult. And like I said, I've never really tried any of them, so the only way to find out what that was going to be like was to try it. Beyond that, I do think that I managed to improve in that short period of time. I took the learnings from the first run, and I was able to apply them in the second, and I did clear the issue that I was running into in the first run. I think broadly, we have this habit of thinking that we need to be amazing at things, otherwise, like, what's the point? But ultimately, I'm probably pretty average at playing this, at least right now. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm always going to be. it's not necessarily a bad thing either. It just means that there's a lot of room for me to grow. The thing is, I generally only see skilled players go through this kind of content, so it can almost feel like my own expectations, and probably the expectations of the audience, whoever's watching what I'm going to put out, will be much higher. At the same time, though, it's kind of freeing just to have a go at something, to be average at it and to fail, but to have that opportunity for improvement and be able to actually do it. It's almost a feeling that I want to chase, like this feeling of tangible growth, which is why, even though it's slightly embarrassing, and it's even embarrassing talking about it, I'm making it into a bit of a video, and this in particular I hope will be a bit of a journey. I would like to play lots of these games to varying degrees and hopefully improve as I go along. And maybe, hey, maybe at least one person's going to watch that and find it interesting. So with this feeling of sort of nonsensical satisfaction, I wanted to give it a third and final go. Not really to try and necessarily beat this last, but just to get another feel of how I was playing and see if I could perform any better. So I hopped on again, I got to catching, and I took on Brendan again. And to be honest, I reached a conclusion after this fight. Do you know what? I obviously we've not died here, but I think the call might still be to go down at a level of difficulty, just because I don't know. I don't think I'm playing as well as I maybe could, and I'm not experienced with like hardcore ROM hacks, so maybe it's better to start with the lower difficulty and play through that first, because I'm okay now, sure, but am I gonna get through the harder fights in this game if I like stay at the level that I'm at the moment? I would assume not, right? So I think maybe we just restart anyway and see if we can manage with that. So as you've heard, the conclusion that I reached was that ultimately I just need a bit more experience. I need to improve much more before I take on certainly this level of challenge. Whilst it's a given and expected, it was good to still play that out and see. So yes, in a sense, Radical Red really did humble me. It showed me that I'm not ready to take it on, but I don't think that was such a bad thing. And I actually really enjoyed the experience. In general, it's really easy to get caught up on just the results of life, the achievements, and the completion. So it's a good thing once in a while to be reminded of the journey and the stepping stones that come along the way. And my next stepping stone? Well, that would be Radical Red default mode. I have a video that I'm putting together on the beginning of that experience, which honestly might be more of a comedy than anything else. So if you are interested, please consider subscribing so that you're aware when that comes out. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching and have a lovely day.